Hello everyone, Cepheus here, giving you another game of Starbow, and today I will be casting some of the games from the Starbow Ladder Cup final event, and this will be the first game of Group B, which was Barcode here, who is actually the red bandit in the bottom right position, playing pink like he usually does, versus Kalevi, aka Alphasquad, in the top left position. Did I say left there too? I probably did. Whatever, you know it's right. On Circuit Breaker, and this is a best of something, so best of 3. Wow, man, I'm so gosu. So we're gonna see Alphasquad throwing down Supply Depot. That's not very informative, Cepheus. Be better caster now. Whatever. So what we're gonna see that is more informative is that the red bandit goes Overlord before pool, but that's completely standard versus Terran. You usually go for a 12 hatch. The red bandit has started this new trend of going for a 12 hatch here, and then a pool, and then another hatch down here, or maybe even the third, like the pool after the hatch, depending on what he scouts. A little bit risky versus Terran if he goes for some sort of Reaper pressure opening or something like that. Kalevi does like his unorthodox style. Like he doesn't usually just go for like a super fast expansion with a bio push versus Zerg. He can open up with like Banshee or Reaper, or he likes some aggressive openers. And there we go. Like I said, was that a 13 hatch? Yeah, that was a 13 hatch, I think. Oh, I'm gonna have to just make sure this cell phone doesn't interrupt everything. I feel there's a little bit of spike. There hasn't been any spikes, and this frame per second is surprisingly good, actually. So I'll just keep with this. Yeah, there we go. Kalevi going for a gas early on. He's probably going to put on a tech lab on this barracks, and we're going to be seeing something. You need a tech lab in Starbow to make Reapers. Let me just... there's something I wanted to make sure. Yeah, I want to make sure everything looks good. Just a second. Yeah, things look fine. And hello, S-Fin. Good to see you. I think it's been a while since I've seen you. I don't read chat much now as I cast, but I can do it a little bit here in the beginning. So we're even gonna have a pool and a gas before a natural for the red bandit. So this is his signature build. No one else does this, but he's pretty much almost on top of the whole Starbow ladder. So, and he placed... I'm not gonna spoil anything where he placed the event in case you haven't seen the Starbow Ladder Cup event, because I'm casting some of the games now. But he plays very high. Let's just put it that way. So there is a conclusion to the sentence at some point. Yes. So the fact that it does a weird build doesn't mean it's bad, because he's actually a really good player. Now the question is, if this hatchery would actually have been here, and then this hatchery would have been here, would it have been a better build? That's a good question. What's going to happen now is that Kalev is actually going to get a bunker up. Oh, no, 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 no! Retarded... no? Okay, so let me... No, I don't want that. So let me just... We were about here. Okay, he's going to get a bunker up, and I was going to press V to show the vision of him, and he sees it just perfectly fine. Yeah, there's no load right there. He hasn't reacted at all. He doesn't care. He doesn't care one bit about this bunker. Wow. That's crazy. Well, here comes the Reapers. He's going to find some safe refuge in the bunker. And I'm just right now looking at the Reapers' range, because we were thinking about maybe doing something about that as... Well, we probably won't, but... we were looking at doing something about Reapers, because Reapers in TVT now are just the way to open. Like, there's really nothing you can do against the Reaper in TVT now that the Marauder is gone. So, and the Reaper's openings are so strong versus Zerg too, so we might do something. But Speed Zerglings really shut down Reapers really well. But Speed Zerglings is not what the Red Bandit is going for. He's going for Hydras, and Hydras are only good versus Reapers once you get a critical mass up, and they're still so slow without the speed upgrade. So, I feel Red Bandit is kind of just sacrificing this base. Well, for now, but on the other hand, Kalev is not getting a base of his own. He's actually getting... Oh, a reactor. He's getting a medic. This is really weird. Like, you either get more Reapers and commit to the upgrade, or you get an expansion. But he's actually going to go for a bio push right after this. He's going to go Reaper straight into one base bio push. So the Red Bandit can almost lose this base and still be okay-ish, because Alphasquad isn't expanding, and the Red Bandit sees this now with his Overseer. Yeah, I see everything. Well, at least this part of the base. And the high cluster is indeed under attack. Okay, so here comes the spine crawlers. Look at them spine crawlers go! Faster, faster, spine crawlers! We need you! Get to that creep! Oh man, it looks so great when spine crawlers try to move. Hydras, get in there so the spine crawlers doesn't take all the damage. Or, oh, it's target... Okay. I guess 2 spawn crawlers is all you need. And he's just fine. He lost some mining time, of course, but he should really transfer some drones now. That was easy. Why don't I ever do that? You just defend one of your bases really well with a couple of spawn crawlers, and you let him try and kill the other base, and it's just never gonna happen because it can take so much HP, and then you move the spawn crawlers down once you have a decent number of hydralisks. That's actually a really good way to defend against Reapers in Starbow. Thank you, the Red Bandit. I'll try and steal that. I mean, learn from that build. Did I say steal? So Kalevi needs to build a command center here. He's gonna have a group of units. He's kind of supply blocked. Kind of supply blocked. Like, not really. I hope there's a lurker then. It's not. He doesn't know that this is not mech. Yes, he does. Why is he not getting a lurker then? Oh, he doesn't have a lair. He's getting Hydra versus Bio, which is just horrible. Kalevi should push right now. He could seriously break this. LiDAR transmitter on the way, and he's getting the research now for the Elite Reaper training. So he's actually going to mix in Reapers with his army and throw down bombs at the same time, and I can't wait to see this. This is going to be awesome. When you upgrade the Reapers with the Elite Reaper training, they do get these cluster bombs, and usually only do this early game for harassment. You don't usually see Reapers mixed in with an army to push and to get that. I don't know if it's going to be up in time. It's still got a lot of time left. But it's math, and yeah. So we still got like 80 seconds left or so. That's more than a minute. Well, it's about 1 minute in real time. 80 seconds in StarCraft 2 time, I think. Something like that. So here finally comes the Lurker Den, but it's gonna be so late, and Alphasquad is gonna hit a nice timing here, but there's a lot of spine crawlers, but spine crawlers are not sunken colonies, like, but this is just not a few units, so, but this, as soon as Elite Reaper training hit, he can push with the Marines and then throw down the cluster bombs here, and that should actually break this quite easily. Yes, stay there, dude, don't go anywhere. Don't want to go anywhere, but maybe the lurkers will be done by then. But cluster bombs should... No, cluster bombs don't break lurkers because cluster bombs have HP now and can be attacked. So this is going to be really... I'm very... Okay, so no. The Elite Reaper training is going to be done very soon. He's going back again. I don't... Yeah, he's afraid of potential lurkers. Like the lurker, he sees the lurker that is almost done. Okay, so here comes the Elite Reapers. Oh, he's just going to harass the mineral line again. But this is going to work perfectly because all the... spine crawlers are gone. Let's see if he's going to use those mines. There we go. Here comes the mines. He tries to attack the mines. Ooh, what? They just didn't do anything. How did that happen? Did we botch the mines in the new patch so they don't do any damage? Come on, do that one more time. I want to see if that is actually working. So, what is the cooldown on these mines? They have 30-second cooldown. Okay, that's decent. More, got some lurkers coming. Okay, so now he's gonna be prepared for next round though. I want to see. They were supposed to do damage. Like they didn't even get damaged. That was really weird. I wonder if that's a bug. Every time I cast a game, I see a new bug, which is kind of disheartening because so many bugs. But I don't know. We're gonna have to test that because all we did with this newest patch is that we removed a behavior from the cluster bomb, which is called benign, which makes it so you have to target it to attack it. We just remove that behavior, and that should not remove any damage because the damage is a different effect. Sorry, that was technical terms, but whatever. So we're gonna have some very nice lurker drops. They might be spotted by these Reapers. I mean, Reaper's gonna kill a Hydralisk. They punch a hole now. Well, they still have the same damage. I think they just are more beefy. You have the mines and they move faster. No, they don't even move faster. I don't remember all the credentials for the Elite Reaper training. That was one of the last things Kibel added before everything took off, and I wasn't that involved at that time, so I don't remember all the info. I was busy with stuff at that time. I don't remember what. Okay, so Kalevi's gonna build a random supply depot. No, it's not. But here comes the lurker drops. There's another one. They're not gonna sync up too well, and he might just sit here with this one for a little bit. That was a scouting Hydra, which is kind of a waste. But what he really wants to do, he wants Kalevi to push out a little bit, and then he wants to go in with lurker drops. He doesn't want him to push out too far. He doesn't want to try for a base trade scenario, but he wants him to like force him to move back to deal with it. These are like potential time buyers and potential damage. They're just gonna sit there, hopefully, and wait. Nope, they're just gonna go in. I think the good thing would have been to sit and wait. But in the meantime, though, we're going to have the Reapers coming in. I'm going to follow these right now because I just want to make sure that these cluster bombs actually do damage. Maybe it was killed like in the last second. So, yes, it does damage. Okay, cool. In the meantime, lurkers are burrowing. Man, I'm just catching this. Kalev is going to lose some workers here. He's going to lose a lot of workers here as well. These lurkers doing a lot of damage. He's not going to lose lurkers. He's going to lose workers, but I can't speak correctly. Okay, so, oh yeah, he did scan those. He saw that. But in the meantime, this one has 5 kills and this one has 4 kills. So that's pretty nice. These workers should not try to go back. And, okay, so he gets one. This one might just kill a chunk. No, okay, didn't get a second spike shot off. But they're all coming on a line. Oh, okay, wow. Kalevi has a lot of almost dead Marines, but it was just fine. The Reapers got some kills there. And all in all, though, the Red Bandit definitely killed more workers than Kalevi did there. Lurkers can kill so many workers so fast. It's incredible. I feel... maybe this is just me being biased towards Zerg, but I feel Zerg has the least expendable workers. Because both of the other races can remake workers by just using command centers and nexuses, but Zerg actually have to spend their larva remaking the workers, so it hurts like double because... Oh, wow. Now we're starting to even it up more. Oh, almost kill that lurker too. But on the other hand, Zerg can remake a lot of workers at the same time if they're economically stable at the time. So it's kind of a cons and pros there, but it has a different mechanic. And these lurkers are just out there to snipe. I like this random lurkers. You're gonna have to waste a scan for each lurker. Oh, I like this. Oh, what? Okay, there's something wrong with these bombs. Is there more lurkers incoming? There is. There's... Either he just killed those bombs at the last second, or they don't do damage to burrowed units, which I think they really should, because I think that's so cool of a strat to try and kill lurkers that way instead of just aim-moving marauders. So, I'm gonna have to look into that. There's something off here. It randomly didn't do damage earlier here, it seemed, and then it did. Ugh. Okay, sorry, I was supposed to cast the game and not comment on potential bugs. Okay, so he's moving out with his army. I don't know if he knew about this or if this is just lucky timing, but oh, Kalevi's learned his lesson and is pushing out in time, but these are just still so annoying. And he can just pick them up again. Yeah, there we go. So he doesn't even get an irradiate off. Well, there isn't even an irradiate researched yet. Oh, this is much unfortunate though. He's gonna lose this overlord with 2 lurkers in him. Has the irradiate even been started to research? There we finally go. Oh, finally, and finally. It hasn't had it complete so long. But... some hydralisks mixed in here. Well, I guess to pick off this thing, so science vessel. But he wants to keep the hydras alive. The hydras are so weak versus bio. Lurkers is what really does the damage, and the zerglings can buffer. And you don't really want to lose hydras versus this. I want to see him try the mines again versus this and see if it's working. He wants to put like one here and one here. But it might be that this unit is so big and it has to be close to the center of the unit because the splash radius is always the same. It might be something like that. I don't know. But the Red Bandit has successfully been able to get this base up, which will help him get this base up. So this is all nice and dandy. This is going to help him quite a bit. And there we go. The lurker's trying to burrow again, and we have a total of 24 workers. He nabbed some more workers. We had 19 earlier, so we got 5 more workers killed, so that's really good. Yeah, he wants to put them almost on top of each other. That's really cool. Oh, nice. This lurker might get some kills. It's not on passive, though. No, it's just going to be annoying. And we have Arcturus Mengsk protecting us with his ever-watchful eye. Good to know. So, still sticking with Lurker Hydra. He's got the hive. He's getting the Filer Mold. Like, I'm usually really good at getting... Okay, let's see. This should do damage. Well, that was... He actually moved away. Oh, poor Reaper. He's got circling rushed by drones. So here we go. The Red Bandit pushing in. I don't know if I want to... I don't know why he even does this. Like, why would you do this? Okay, it's working, but like, what's the reasoning behind attacking here? He's way ahead. He doesn't really have to do this. Kalevi's just not responding at all. What is he doing? Where is his... Is he like gone? No, he's... You have an army over here. Do something. He's not. Okay, there we go. He wants to... Yeah, he wants to bait them in here. He doesn't want to attack this. He doesn't want to... Okay, yeah, okay. Those are some nice irradiates. But he should just wait and let the irradiate do some work first. And he doesn't have... Okay, there we go. Scanning, so at least it has some vision there. Okay, he cleans it up. That's nice. But I feel the Red Bandit did so much more damage than he should have done there. To be honest, it was a bad move of the Red Bandit to attack there. But if Kalevi had responded properly, but Kalevi didn't, and it kind of became a good move. But like he could have just waited for Dark Swarm. Like Kalevi wasn't pushing out on the map, and like he doesn't even have a third. I guess he wanted to like kill a third, but there wasn't even a third to kill. Like the Red Bandit's just taking the whole map. Kalevi's just stuck with nothing. It seems like Kalevi's been doing nothing for the past 10 minutes, or maybe 5 minutes. Like, oh wow. This move I like better, because that's just keeping Kalevi in his base, so he gets him time to get his defilers up. But like, he had no reason to lose his whole army right there. It was just completely pointless. I mean the Red Bandit, that is. Nice Banshees. I like a Banshee addition. I guess that's why I'm sticking to Hydralisks. I guess sticking to some Hydralisks versus Terran, so to snipe off siege tanks and kill air stuff is not that bad of an idea, to be honest. You just have to be really careful against the Marines, or else you're just gonna lose all of them so fast. Cloak! Cloak! There we go. It's like the get out of here cloak. It lasts 6 seconds. Maybe get one extra shot and then get out of there. Depends how greedy you want to be. Ooh, the Defiler needs to go back. He needs Scourges. Okay, there we go. He doesn't even have the Spire up. So these are just gonna be uncontested. Oh, so he really needs to like back off. Hydras will spit on you. And get the Defilers up here. Okay, oh, there was a Defiler there. Never mind. Oh, and Leapfrog. Leapfrog, there we go. The Leapfrog strategy. Tried to kill the Master transferring, but no. So, oh, but he does circumvent it though. Positioning wasn't perfect, but we have a Lurker there, and that's just gonna kill all these. So many medics, so few Marines. Does he have the... He'd need to research the Matrix ability, I feel. That can be very useful right now with so many medics. But it doesn't have it researched. Matrix is similar to the defensive Matrix from Brood War, just not as much HP added because it's on the medic, and that would be crazy good if it was. It used to be on the Science Vessel. Science Vessel does have the Nerve Jammer now, which... yeah. Enemy ground units deals 50% damage. It's really good versus Banelings. And if you have Fire Bats. Actually. So there we have it. Kalevi finally taking his third base. The Red Bandit slowly pushing Kalevi back with some nice Dark Storms. Come on, Dark Storm, Dark Storm, Dark Storm. There we go. Needs more Dark Storm. Need more Cabal. So these siege tanks do shoot splash damage through the Dark Storm. Yes, you can see the splash damage at work, but it doesn't do that much damage anymore. So that's very nice, pushing Kalevi back. Kalevi with his army of medics, fierce army that is ready to heal at any point, will just walk slowly towards somewhere. I don't really know what it's trying to do right now. But if you look at the income tab... Oh, no, we don't want to look at that. That's horrible. Poor Kalevi. We got some Overlords moving out. Okay, they were just empty Overlords. So the game is a little bit of a stalemate right now. But the Red Bandit definitely having the lead. Alphasquad really needs a miracle to come back from this. And I don't really think... Like, I think the Red Bandit should just continue to tech, upgrade, get Ultralisks eventually, hopefully. And just stay on his bases. Maybe try and expand... Yeah, like this one, maybe take this one, but... Kalevi can even take this base and still be behind. Like, he's not that dangerous at the moment. As long as he defends well, he should have like a couple of Scourges, some Lurkers, and a Defiler at every base, and he should be just fine. That's a expensive defense. So there we go. We got a couple of Lurkers, and the Science Vessel really need to irradiate one of them. Oh, he's putting down the Nerve Jammer on top of the Lurkers, but it only reduces the damage by 25%. But it's enough actually. It might have been enough anyways, but it's a nice little touch there. Irradiate takes so long, Nerve Jammer goes faster. Okay, yeah, he wants to circumvent the army and try and snipe the Science Vessel. Doesn't want to commit with all 4 Scourges, but he does. He could have pushed 2 of the Scourges back again, but wow, he doesn't. He saves the hatchery though. That's actually quite big. And this Banshee will die. No, he won't. Yes, he will. I can't make up my mind. Drones are so fierce in attacking the Marines, man. Sergey's angry. In the meantime, those Kalevi is trying to snipe this third base, and he's doing a pretty good job at it. These Lurkers bury at a great precision. But it's not enough. More Nerve Jammer coming out. I love this new Nerve Jammer animation now. You can actually target the Nerve Jammer from outside. I wish the Nerve Jammer also had a color. It seems to be a neutral unit at the moment. But you do have a color according to who casted it. And since Kalevi is blue, the Nerve Jammer thingy is blue. And this Hydralist just wants to die. So again, the Red Bandit expanding everywhere. Hasn't really saturated this base yet. And he's going to move his lurkers there, which is a good idea, but he's double the supply of his opponent. Like, he can't really kill Terran because you just can't ever kill a Terran. It's like an impossible thing to do. But there's really nothing Terran can do either. He can try and snipe this base, he'd probably do it, but... Oh wow, that's a big defense going up, but it might be too late, and Kalevi might be able to do some damage here. Let's see how the Red Bandit responds to this. He can either counterattack with his whole army and just go kill Kalevi, or he can try to defend his base. He tries to defend his base, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there we go, the Matrix is on. Good, look at that, that Matrix is awesome. Let me just tell you about a small bug that we currently have that we're trying to fix. If the Matrix lasts for 10 seconds, and it absorbs 150 damage, so if it has absorbed 150 damage, the animation will still be there, but the unit will start to take damage. So if you say like it's bugged because the unit takes damage even if it has the shield around it, it's because it's already used up all the 150 damage. We're gonna try to fix this, but it's good for you to know about this. You have a lurker. It really should be here. The never dying army of medics. These are some good irradiates though. He really should have tried to focus the science vessels down instead of the medics. And that's a dead lurker. But, oh, and he saves the hatchery again. Yeah, I like this from Kalevi. Try to snipe the low HP hatchery there. Is that medic still alive? Wow, that's crazy. So, just an army of very well upgraded Hydralisks is what we got at the moment. Actually, not so well upgraded either. And he's actually maxed out. Let's see. He's maxed out. He's got 50 Hydralisks, 5 lurkers, 10 defilers, 73 drones. Well, that's a lot of workers, even for Starbow. Or even for SC2, I mean, that would have been a lot of workers. And definitely so for Starbow. So yeah, his income is really good, and he should just make even more macro hatchets, I feel, and definitely an ultralisk camera. Like, he should just dot this area with macro hatchets at the moment, so he can remax really fast if he has to. And yeah, he's just gonna kill Bio with you're in a good position when you can just go and kill move Bio with Hydralisks. Yeah, and he should be just fine. This is actually nice though, Hydra plus Darkstorm, because he has such a good economy. It's such a mobile force, so it's a really good force if you can afford it. And he's just gonna go in and kill the production, I think. Or is he gonna go back and try and kill the siege tanks? No, he's kind of indecisive. That's so many defilers with so much energy, and that's so many siege tanks. That's gonna be hard to break. He needs Dark Swarm, and he doesn't have it. He's just gonna lose a lot of Hydras. He took out an orbital, but it wasn't a lot of minerals left. But still, it's actually quite good because Kalevi needs every mineral he can get now, and he's gonna lose the science vessel. No, he's just going to move around. So I really think the Red Bandit's got this. I see no way for Alphasquad to win this at the moment. He only has siege tanks, and versus Hydra with Dark Swarm, yeah, GG. And good game. That was the first game, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned for game number 2.